Hey, Gina, I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to um, get back to you about our Alaska itinerary. And I looked all over the place, and Brian did too, and we couldn't find it. So I did have some photos, and I just kind of randomly chose some just to give you a little taste, I guess, of what we did. And it's terrible that we don't do a better job of journaling or keeping up with where we were, but I put together a few photos for you. This, of course, is a peak at Denali. It's always a treat when you get to see the mountain. And fortunately, the weather was good when we were there, and we got to see it a lot. But you can see it right up there in the clouds. That's the top of Denali right there. So that was beautiful. This is on the train going up to Denali National Park. It was just beautiful, the scenery. And of course, we saw lots of wildlife. Moose were everywhere. Here we are standing. This was just a view of the ranges that skirt Denali. It's quite a huge mountain range, but anyway, we were on a bus tour or something, and we stopped and took a photo. And there were bear, of course, right beside the bus. This is a shot out the window of our plane, and again, you get a peek at Denali right there, and it was spectacular. That was the glacier. We landed on the glacier and did all that stuff from a plane, and this is a great view of the way the glaciers flow. You know, it's like a frozen river. You can actually see the flow patterns in the glaciers between some of the peaks up there. And again, this is a very interesting little place. Actually, you can rent that. It's like a VRBO or an Airbnb or something, and it was built, and I can't remember all the history of it, but it was right beside the glacier that the plane landed on, and I thought it was fascinating. Came home and looked it up, and of course that was a couple years ago, but it's really something. But you could rent that if you wanted to and stay up there. This was just a picture of us when we landed on the glacier, and the plane, what the plane looked like. And that was really fun. Let me see if I've got any other, yeah, okay, the notes. There's a view. Remember I told you we did that little hike, and it was quite flat, and it was a little nature hike, and it ended, the end of the little hike was a great view of the Mendenhall glacier right there. Let's see. This is outside of our boat. Of course, I can't remember where we were when we took this, but one of the places where that we were in port. And this is a view of I don't know, just some of the scenery, I guess. I threw that in there. It looks like this everywhere. It's just absolutely gorgeous. There's another shot of the Mendenhall on that day that we hiked. We did a whale watching excursion. We got to see orcas, which is really something. Sometimes you get to see humpbacks, and then orcas are a real treat. And we were lucky enough to see. We had several sightings, and the people that lead those excursions talk to each other, you know, and when they're out on the water, and they'll tell people where they're seeing things and seeing the whales. And I think this was our last stop. Brian and I kind of went back and forth about where we were, but this is Ketchikan. I'm pretty sure that's our last stop. And all the little towns, a lot of them look like this. And if you zoom in and take a peek at that's all those shops I was telling you about, lots of jewelry stores and all that stuff. Let me go back. There's our little fishing guide. She was adorable, just adorable, and a music teacher during the winter, and a fishing guide in the summer. And there's some rockfish that we caught that were very ugly, but they're delicious to eat. And so they took us back to this fishing camp, and they cook it for you, and it was quite delicious, but we had a lot of fun. We were the only ones with our guide. The other people didn't show up, so we had her all to ourselves, which was really, really fun. We got to know her really well. But then several of the boats would come into this fishing camp, and everyone had lunch together, so it was fun. And then the last, you'll see bald eagles everywhere, and she was throwing some of the fish entrails into the water, and the eagle would swoop down and pick it up. And I mean, you can't really tell how close that bird is to us, and that bird is huge, but that was fun to watch too. So that's just a taste of Alaska really quick. And I just made this video because I thought it'd be easier than just typing all this. And I hope it gets you really excited about your trip. I'm excited for you guys. Okay, so I will see you later. Okay, bye-bye.